Everybody, tonight I've got the Dutch oven heating up because I want to bring to you a 1 pound ground beef dinner. It's also a 1 pot dinner, and it's also an amazing soup. So this is just a fabulous soup that honestly you can have ready in like 30 minutes. And I want to add a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to go in with 1 cup each celery, carrot, and onion. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a good pinch of salt in there to help that start releasing this moisture. And I'm going to cook this for a good 7 minutes. I really want everything in here to really start to soften up. So now we're going to add 1 pound of ground beef. Now this is my Brown and Percy ground beef, which I just absolutely love their beef. It's so amazing. This is grass fed and grass finished. Now, when your beef is grass finished, it has more omega-3s and it has less of omega-6. And those omega-6s are what's inflammatory. So now I want to add my seasonings in here to let them really open up and bloom while this is cooking. I've got 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, a total of 2 teaspoons of my diamond kosher salt, and I'm using my mixed pepper blend here. So probably half of a teaspoon. So now while that is browning, I'm going to take that opportunity to snip the ends off of my freshly washed spinach and have that ready to go. Now, we are going to put some orzo in here. Even though there's a cup of orzo in here, between your proteins and your different fibers that we're going to put in here, this is a great soup. It's not going to spike your blood sugar levels. So if that's something that you're keeping an eye on, this is a great soup for that. Now I'm going to do 3 to 4 cloves of garlic mince to give that. Now you can see just how lean this beef is. So I don't have to strain this. But depending on what beef you're using, if you had a lot of extra fat in there, you definitely want to strain that. Now I have 1 carton of my palmy chopped tomatoes. I'm going to add 4 cups of beef stock. I'm definitely going to do a little Worcestershire sauce and some hot sauce. About a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Now I have a can of cannellini beans, and I'm going to put about half of those in there. And the other half I'm going to smash. And the reason that I'm smashing this is going to help give our soup some body. So it's not just really thin. So I'm going to add that in. As soon as this comes to a boil, we're going to add our orzo. So now I'm also going to taste it to see if it needs any salt or pepper. And nope, I don't think it does. I might do a pinch of salt. So now I'm going to add my orzo. And if you're looking for a good orzo brand that is not bleached, this is a really good one. This soup idea has been kind of rolling around in my head for a while. And so some things might change on the written recipe. I'm going to do about 3/4 of a cup of orzo. I want to overload this with orzo. I don't really want too much. So I'm going to let this simmer away and keep an eye on it for about 15 minutes. Do a cup of Parmesan cheese. I think you could do all kinds of vegetables in here that you like. I think zucchini, yellow squash would be great in here. Green beans, I think any kind of vegetable you like honestly would be good in here. So I'm adding my spinach. My timer is about to go off, so I'm adding my spinach. I've got 1 bunch of spinach. I know I'm in love with this soup. So if you decide to make it, send me a picture of yours and let me know any additions that you put in yours. Thanks for being here, y'all. Bye.